Hi, welcome to my video channel, Tongue Drum Songs. Today's video is all about the 15-tone tongue drum. The 15-tone, because it has 15 different keys on it, or different tongues on it, these ones are tuned usually to a major scale or a minor scale, with a few notes above the scale and a few notes below the scale. Now, if you've ever taken piano, probably the first scale you've learned to play is the C major scale, and it sounds something like this. Even if you haven't played piano before or taken any lessons, you probably also recognize that as the Do Re Mi scale that you would have learned in primary school. It's very simple, contains 7 notes plus the octave. Now, on a 15-note tongue drum, you'll notice on most of them they will be labeled with numbers. Numbers 1 through 7 are the notes of the scale, and then a 1 again with a dot above is the octave note. That means it's the note above the original note, 1 full octave. The notes on the drum that have a dot above the number represents notes above the main scale, and numbers that have dots below the number are notes below the main scale. So the main scale, as we played before, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all those notes on this drum simply show the number. If you want to play the octave note, it would be a 1 with a dot above it. So here's the original C note, and here's the octave above. Now if we go to note number 2, which is a D, and we go to the octave above, it'll be a 2 with a dot above. So once again, the D, and then the D octave, much higher. And the same thing with the 3, which is an E note, and then the E octave. And that's as high as this drum goes. Now you can also go in the opposite direction. So if here is our regular C note, 1, we can go down to a 7, a deeper 7, go down one more to a deeper 6, 5, 4, and then this big tongue in the middle of the drum is the lowest note on this drum, and that's an E, a low E. So this drum actually has 3 E notes on there. It has a low E, the regular E, and the E octave. And those are all the 15 tones on this drum. Now it's important to know what kind of drum you're going to buy. If you're interested in simply playing soft tones or tones to drone, to do meditation work or anything like that, it doesn't matter if you get a major scale, minor scale, or any other exotic scale that might be out there. Quite often you'll hear the term pentatonic scale as an example. But if your goal is to play actual popular melodies that your friends and family will know, you're more than likely going to want to buy a major scale drum or a minor scale drum. But I would certainly recommend a major scale drum. And I'm going to give you an example of a simple tune you can play. This is probably the first song, one of the first songs you learned as a child. And it's very easy to play using just the main scale, not the notes above or below the main scale. But this is a song called Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. We all know this one. And it's very simple. It sounds something like this. That only uses 6 tones in the major scale. And I'll explain what these tones are now. So it's simple. 1, 1, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2. 1, 1, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. So, in my next video, I'm going to show you actually how I write musical tablature for the tongue drum. Quite a lot of people use quite similar techniques for writing out the tablatures. Usually any numbers in the main scale 1 through 7 will simply be just drawing the letter, drawing the number, and of course any note above the main scale. What I like to do is I'll put a 1 and then an apostrophe right beside it. That shows the higher one, and a 2 and apostrophe, that's the higher 2, and so on. For any notes below the main scale, I like to put a comma beside the number. So a 7 below the main scale would be 7, comma, 6, comma, 5, comma, etc. And if there's ever a case where you're going to have two notes played at the same time, which is a little bit more advanced, like a 1 and a 3, I usually like to put a 1 and a 3 in the bracket to show that these two notes are played at the same time. I'll go into more detail in that particular video. In the meantime, this has been your introduction to the 15-tone C major tongue drum scale. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.